welcome to our live preview of the upcoming game at the Etihad Stadium for Manchester City versus Southampton. Jack, how you doing?
Mate, all is good. Doesn't seem like that long ago since we were here.
No, the games are coming thick and fast,
and then we'll be here tomorrow as well. It's my god, it's great. What time to be alive?
Everything's going on. I mean, we have had finally 3 points to celebrate, so we're feeling in good spirits. So we thought, you know what, we'll do a live preview show, even though this is a quick turnaround. But no, finally 3 points starts to give a different feeling to the league where we're at the moment.
I feel like this show would have been a lot harder to do if we had lost.
Yeah,
like I'm excited to talk about Southampton tonight because we had a good performance at the weekend. And it's good to talk about it.
Jack, let's be very honest. If we didn't get anything at the weekend, this show wouldn't have even come to light. This wouldn't be happening.
No.
It's kind of one of those games that's going. Well, let's spend a brief moment having a look back at the game against Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. Man, what a result! But it's not like Sheffield United turned up, really, was it?
No, it was. Even you hear Chris Wilder say it's just we made them look like a championship team, and that's not. That's praising us, for playing well, but also it was how bad they looked. They looked like it almost kind of looked like an FA Cup performance. Like that's sort of that's what the way. Well, we've been doing all right in the FA Cup, so that's kind of what it felt. Why maybe it felt similar, but they just weren't at the level, were they? But at the same time, we were worried. So you have to.
Yeah, no, absolutely right. I mean, they had that chance at the end of the first half where Diallo sort of, a wayward pass that went in the path of McGoldrick, and if it wasn't for McGoldrick's poor effort and goal, had it been another club, I think we perhaps might have been punished in that situation. But that was the only real threat of the game, and I think many people look back at the highlights and actually say, well, arguably we should have scored a few more than just 2. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, well, definitely towards the end of the game, I thought, there was moments like, to be fair, I got off the air and I was pretty steamed at Redmond for the final few minutes on it. I was just like, come on,
you
mate.
Wanted your 3-0.
I wanted my 3, and it was there for the taking, and we didn't get it. And then there was the point where, Shea could have knocked it in. Listen, every game we think we should have scored more, but at least we're creating chances. We're down there, we're attacking when I'm glad that we've come out of this game winning it confidently, and the performance we gave. If we had won it scrappy and it was hard fought, I feel like this City game would be going into it be like, this is going to be difficult, but it's still going to be hard. But I kind of feel like if the team is there and the squad is there, maybe that we could do something. We lost them 1-0 last time, but we played really well in that game.
Yep.
It was a hard 1-0 for them, and that was the start of their run. Really, that's when it all sort of started going for them. So, and when we beat them last season, they were doing no one expected that. So it's one of those games where maybe if it was Southampton of beginning of the season, you maybe say we could maybe get something. So yes, I want something. I think we get a 1-0 win. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I want for tomorrow, just to be like. Yeah, we're back on form. It is the squad. We're here.
I mean, with that, I mean, there were a couple of great performances. Armstrong had a very decent performance. Shea Adams had a decent performance at the weekend. But Nathan Tella, man, how good was he?
Nathan Tella was so good. Really, really shine the light on
so quick
on what we're missing, and just running. Every game, I'm like, I wish we had a player that runs at people. I wish we had a player that had a bit of pace and just gunned it at people. And now we've got it. And okay, the Everton, he didn't get that penalty, but that's still causing chaos in the box. This week he got a penalty.
Yeah,
there was the shot at the end of the game. That was a really great save from the Sheffield keeper to get down low, being in the position he was in.
Yeah,
he looks so good. He looks great, and. I'm happy for him to now be starting. If I'll see that name on the. That's all I expect to be starting tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be an interesting one because, of course, City are coming off a loss, which I didn't expect them to have against Man United. I mean, it was a case of Man United just took their chances and took them well. And I think the interesting thing, Manchester City have been dominant, so good in their recent games. I mean, that game they played against Wolves last Wednesday, I think it was. Uh, and Wolves didn't get a touch in the penalty area for the entirety of the first half, and then somehow get it back to 1-1, and then City eventually go on to win 4-1. But they were just hugely dominant in that regard. But outside of that, they haven't been scoring loads of goals recently. Would that be fair to say? I mean, you could arguably say, maybe if we can keep it tight at the back, maybe a 1-0 wins on. I mean, it's stretching, but
It,
we were saying that last time out, weren't we?
yeah, that's what I think about Man City all the time. It's that if you can hold it up in midfield and you can shut them down going forward, they're somewhat missing right now. They don't have Aguero. Jesus kind of plays that weird sort of inverted striker role, so so he drops back a lot. So
Yeah.
if you can just keep them quiet in the middle, we might be able to get something. It's the same way. It's the same way we beat them last time. That's the only way we can do it. It's the way that people.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can do it. I think when you watch them against United just out with the pressure.
Yeah.
And I think if you just put in that professional performance and just soak up what they've got to give and don't do anything stupid.
Yeah. And they did it with Lindelof and Maguire. So why can't we do it with Vestergaard and Bednarek?
And I'm, having Kyle Walker-Peters and Bertrand, like their back four, I'm really, you just going in confident because you've seen these guys do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I've seen these guys do this performance. I've seen Shea score that goal, and I've seen them put them in a really good performance against this team already this season.
Yeah,
it's just, I know what the last few weeks have been like, and I don't want to be hyping myself up too much, but that's the way I go into every game. Regardless of our form, I would have said a 1-0 win tomorrow. I'm just more confident about it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, welcome to everyone in the chat section. Let's go through a few of these comments because there's a few in here. Welcome along, everyone. Got one in from Tom. Even all, bit of a free hit tomorrow, all about the performance. Nobody can go to the Etihad Stadium and expect to win, but I think we'll put a performance in and we'll get. I think we'll put a performance in, but we'll get beat. I think Man City have lost at the Etihad 3 times since December 2019. Statman is in the room. He might be able to help me out with that. But it's freakish. They haven't lost many.
Look
and 2 of them were against United.
Look what Liverpool had at Anfield. And I'm just saying, if maybe this is the year the crumbles start,
Maybe.
I look at Liverpool and I think anything can happen. Anything.
Yeah, but that performance they had on Sunday, that was woeful. Did you see it?
Yeah, they're not good. They're not a good side right now.
They made Mario Lemina look world class.
You know what? I was kind of funny because when we were talking last time about players that are out on loan, I mentioned Lemina. It's just funny that he turned up after I said, "I wonder if he can put in a good performance and wonder if he could come back and have a chance." And then he does that.
I said that to you last week. I said I don't want to be playing City now. I want to be playing Liverpool now.
Yeah.
Now is the time to play Liverpool. I don't want to play them in a few weeks' time when I get a bit more strength back in this squad. But man, 6 in a row at home.
I can't wait to see how.
Welcome to our world.
Yeah. That's the funny thing. I was texting Dad, be like, "Yeah, welcome, welcome to the party."
Cuts deep. Yeah,
it's not fun, is it? But I can't wait to see how wrong our predictions for the league table are going to be this season because.
Oh, it's horrendous. Well, yours is massively wrong, isn't it?
Oh my God, there are some absolute stonkers.
Yeah.
No, yours is wrong because you put Chelsea to win it.
Yeah, okay, but I think they're going to get closer than Liverpool do.
Yeah,
I had Liverpool in second, by the way, but yeah, it's either way, it's still going to be a far share of what we were predicting. Might be a fun episode to do actually.
And
react to it.
Yeah, end of the season we'll go for it, and I think Fulham might survive.
Yeah, it's all getting a bit crazy down there, isn't it?
I think Scott Parker's going to do it.
Well, you look at what maybe. Well, we won't get on to the Brighton game because that's the next one after this one. But there's Brighton and Newcastle are well amongst that. So, but Newcastle have a habit of doing things the hard way. So, but Brighton.
It's just exciting football right now, isn't it? Everything's exciting in football. Like, I'm even interested in like the Rangers stuff. I'm like, oh, I'll watch some videos. Yeah, I'll see some highlights and see what Stephen's done. Everything's just interesting.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Now, we're jumping all over the place in this episode, but you just have to bear with us, just for a bit of fun, innit? So, I'm just going to bring up this comment here because I did see someone else. I think it was maybe Saints News Now on Instagram put up a predicted lineup for tomorrow, and he actually put Gineppo. He put sort of like 3 centre backs and then 2 wing backs to set up to absorb the pressure and then go on a counter attack. In with the logic of resting Kyle Walker-Peters for the game on Sunday. Any thoughts on that? Do you see him doing that?
I think that goes against everything Ralph stands for because this is my system. This is the way we play it. This.
But does he then think, am I risking Kyle Walker-Peters because he's only just come back from injury? Do I risk him in this, or do I think, you know what, this is going to be a rough game. Why don't we do this and then set up full strength for Sunday? Do you think that's?
I mean, I think it would be a heavy statement from him. I think it would be because, we were Ralph didn't do that when we were struggling.
Right.
He didn't do that when we were struggling. And now for him to do it now, is he like, okay, I've learnt the lesson, and you could, if I see that lineup tomorrow, I'll see it in the way of he's being smart and he's playing. He's being a tactical manager and he's playing to the league and understanding what the important games are.
Yeah,
I won't be like, why has he done that? I will understand it completely, but I wouldn't. I want to see. I want to see us play.
I know. You want to see us give it a full go. I mean, he's never had this opportunity to do it because in the Leeds game, there was, he was simply putting out the strongest squad he possibly can, with the exception of Minamino and Ings. I think Minamino wasn't injured at that stage, was he?
Did he come off? He came off the pitch injured, didn't he?
Came off the pitch injured, yeah.
Well, he couldn't. We ran out of sub, so he couldn't come.
He came off the pitch, the gravel pit that was Ellen Road. Seriously, guys, sort your pitch out. It's shocking.
Top tier football, this lad. Sort that out.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe you might see some rotation, but I tend to agree with you. I think Ralph puts out the strongest team available. Whether that's a wise move to do or not, I don't know. But there are many out there just sort of looking at this game thinking like it's a free hit, as Tom says. So,
at the same time, though, it is Man City, and last time we played a top 6 team and he rested some players, or he put on not the strongest squad because he thought, well, he had to. You don't want to think about the United game, but also you have to know it happened.
Yeah.
And to go out there with, okay, so he might be playing. If it is that side, okay, it is more it could be more defensive, and it is to soak up. But at the same time, when we've played that, we've also seen Bednarak have to push out wide and it be completely torn apart.
Yeah.
Like we have, we've seen that be exposed in the past few weeks to not work.
Mm-hmm. So
I think our strongest side, if you're playing against City, because nobody wants to see another dismantling performance.
No,
even though we all understand where we are, and Ralph's not in trouble with, to the outside eye, for him to take another big beating, it wouldn't be a good thing.
No, it definitely wouldn't. And I do, think back to that night and think, had that been an informed Man City, maybe it could have been more. I don't like to say that, but just being realistic, I mean, they are absolutely devastating against 11. I mean, it's not uncommon to see them put 5 or 6 past 11 on the pitch. So who knows? Statman came back to me. Good stuff. Lost 4 times the etihad since the start of 2019. Wow. Wolves, Man United times 2, and Leicester. So they don't lose a lot there. They're pretty solid at home. So let's see if we can add our names to the list on that one. But let me put up let's do this clever thing where put what we think. Where is that screen gone? How can I adjust it? And everyone in the comment section can let me know who you think's starting on those wing positions, because that's pretty much what I'm expecting. Should he decide to say, no, I'm putting out my strongest 11 possible, this is what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see it. It's too small on my screen, but I agree.
So do I put Minamino here?
Yeah.
He goes on the right, doesn't he? Goes on the right?
Yeah, he would go on the right.
Or would he have... interesting.
No, that's what I mean. I would say Minamino is technically up top with Shea, and then Teller is on the side, and then Armstrong is on the other side.
Yeah. Good shout. Minamino up here.
Minamino up there.
Yeah. Maybe.
That's how it works.
Do you see Armstrong there?
Yeah, and then Armstrong there. But then again, another part of me, the same as last week, does think that even though Teller is in form and we all love him, he might start Redmond.
You reckon?
Well, it's just, Redmond and Man City and Pep, he has that little bit of history, doesn't he? So
Teller was so good, though.
He was very good.
So maybe he doesn't want his confidence being bashed.
It's just again, but the thing is, it's the same. I want Teller to start. We all want Teller to start. But there's also that part of you that's like, well, I could also see him starting Redmond because it's Redmond.
Yeah, it could be. But, we've got options in there. I mean, there's been no further injuries. We haven't even talked about the injury to Danny Ings. I mean, he's going to be out for at least after the international break. But I get the opinion, speaking to a lot of people, they're not overly worried about that. Maybe Danny needs a break to get back to full fitness because let's face it, he's not been 100%.
I see it as almost a blessing. Like we've been saying, he looks tired, he looks gassed, he's overcompensating, running up and down, covering for not scoring.
Yeah.
And he just looks knackered. I just think he needs a break. And I think if it needs to be prolonged, a little bit, just let him get back to where he was. Because I don't think it's helping anybody. And also I feel like maybe that, a bit of time off might give him a bit of time to just relax and think about that contract that he's got there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I was talking about contract. I did see that thing today. Statman's put in about James Ward-Prowse to Liverpool. Garth Crooks. He drives us crazy with his ridiculous things. Yeah.
Do you know what? I saw there was 2 team of the weeks out this week with Ward-Prowse and Armstrong in it. And one of them was the Sun and one of them was Garth Crooks. And I was like, I don't know which one of you I respect more to post. I don't know whose opinion I don't care.
Neither.
Neither really. I'll post this one, but I'll post the Dream Team one because I guess some people have that app.
Yeah, absolutely. I see from Dexter here. Ralph says you're resting players, so probably play Salisu and Redmond. Interesting. I can see him doing something like that, to be honest with you. And
I can see that being rotation, just not out of shape.
Right. Okay. So you still think we're sort of working on the basis of having, okay.
Put it this way, I don't think Kyle Walker-Peters is going to get a break. I think you could take away Bednarak and put in Salasu if you wanted to, or Teller for Redmond and those sort of things. But I don't think we'd change the shape because we play best in the shape, and we don't want to be opened up.
No, we definitely do not. Absolutely not. All right then. Well, that makes perfect sense to me. So far. We come to the section of the show where we're going to be talking about score predictions. So stick in your score predictions into the comment section. And whilst you're doing that, of course, me and Jack I was right, but you predicted the way it would roll out.
Yeah,
in the last game.
I think that's safe to say.
Here's
the thing. This is me going back on my prediction a little bit. Is I said that I thought it'd be 2-0, but I wanted it a bit extra.
I should have been in more.
That's what I said. That's what I was almost so right. I almost predicted the game very well, but yeah, I thought I was pretty happy with myself. Pretty happy.
Just to clarify, see if this works, but this is basically what we said in the last preview. Okay, you ready, everyone?
Do you remember when we said that?
This being a 2-0 win.
I like 1-0 at the first half and 2-0 straight away in the second half. I don't like going in at 2-0
Like 50th minute. Like 50th minute.
2-0 straight away in the second half. I don't like going in at 2-0
Like 50th minute.
Oh, come on.
I don't even know where the ball is now.
Go on, Bertrand.
It's it. Oh my goodness! Oh, he did it!
Yeah.
So that, but how good was that goal? I mean, seriously. I'd say I'm going to say it. That was Shea's best goal for us.
Better than the City goal.
Yes, and I tell you why. It's because the way that ball is positioned down to him. Armstrong does a fantastic job, by the way, in terms of chesting it down. Literally positions it right onto Shea's right foot. But for Shea to get the ball into the goal, he's got to hit across it. So if you look where his actual strike of his leg goes, it's literally pointing at the corner flag. It's unbelievable technique to hit it that pure into that top corner. Unreal.
That goal was so good. I actually watched Match of the Day. I was like, I gotta see. I want to hear them talk about that because that was wicked.
They loved it on there as well. Absolutely,
they loved it.
Goal of the day. And the way it hit the net, and then the net jumped up, and the ball just wedged itself underneath the.
Oh, that's the
framework.
best bit. That is the best bit of it, with the ball just right, like it's stuck in the mud. It was brilliant.
So good.
Everything about that goal was great.
So good. Right. So let's go through some of these score predictions. Right. Here we go. Ollie Smith's going for a 1-1. Harry Bethell's going for a 3-1 City.
Get out.
Tom's going for a 2-0 City.
Get out.
They're just being real, Jack.
Get out.
They're just being real. Dexter's going for a 3-1 City. I'm going to warn you, there are more. So stay calm. Okay. Wait for it. Oh, Zandif's going 2-1 Saints. Apparently, Pep said it's going to be 18-0. Shocker. Red and White's going 2-0 City. Zika's 2-1 City. That's it. Yeah, there we go.
You guys suck.
And Luke's going for a 2-1 Saints. There we go.
Luke, you're my man. You guys need to. You better shape up.
Come on, believe, people. Fans. Believe. No, come on, Jack. What are you thinking?
1-0 Southampton, my friend. 1-0 Southampton.
You're going 1-0 Southampton.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Last time we played City at St Mary's, you said 1-0, and I said 1. I said 1-0.
I said Adam Screamer.
You did, and I said 1-0 City, but it's going to be 3-0 City. No, I said 1-0 Saints, but it's going to be 3-0 City under my breath, and I doubted it. So do you know what? I'm going to go with it. Let's go 1-0 Saints.
Yes.
If we're going to get something, that's how we're going to get it done. We're going to nick a goal, and we're going to hold City off. And do you know what gives me huge confidence? It's the fact that when we play City at St Mary's, is watching Kevin De Bruyne take the ball to the corner flag to protect the 1-0 win.
Yeah.
And he did that like in the late 80-something minute. And that for me, that just felt so good to watch Kevin De Bruyne feel that he needs to do that. I'm just like, so there we go.
Perfection. Should we try and predict it again? Let's try. What do I foresee? What does Mystic Mac think?
I know what I'm thinking.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, then you go first. I've got to ponder.
Okay, if we're getting a 1-0 win, okay, here's how it goes. 36th minute.
Okay. Let me write this down.
Well, it's recording, Jack. Don't worry.
No, I need to write this down. Yep.
36th minute.
Okay. Who's gonna score
it? Shea. Yeah. Shea Adams, 36th minute. You do it. You're a bit of a betting fella, aren't you? We're 17-1 just to win it.
What?
That seems quite heavy.
And how much money do you want to put down for this bet?
27 pence.
Okay, cool, no worries. That's how much is in my Ladbrokes account, because that's good.
That's fine. That's fine. But yeah,
Fine.
man.
Okay,
Mad.
well, it's there. I know now.
Look at this. How about you? Whilst you were thinking about that, Dan's record of 1-0 Saints Vestergaard header. Do you have a minute, Dan? Let us know the minute.
I'm gonna say Stuart Armstrong.
Ooh.
Yeah, feel that in the 70th.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going late-ish.
So
Later.
this is just to clarify, in case anyone wonders if we're in utter dreamland. Yes, we are. But there, wow. So Stuart Armstrong in the 70th minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
If Stuart Armstrong scores, it's going to be a belter of a goal as well, isn't it?
Exactly. That's why I said it.
Yeah, it's going to be from outside the box.
I thought
Top corner.
For Shea to hit 2 worldies in 2 games, asking a bit much. Minamino's going to run him down. We're going to run someone down. Who would score a worldie? I know.
Yeah.
The lawyer.
Yeah.
Law and Order South Coast Unit. Boom. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, there we go. So we're both, me and Jack, going for 1-0 win, and I can see that the subscribers of the channel have absolute faith in that.
You lot are all going to look real dumb.
Oh, Dan's got his minute in. 52nd minute after a shaky first half.
Limbs. Yep, I agree.
Yeah. Oh man, God.
You saw how excited we were to beat Sheffield. Could you imagine what's going to happen here? We beat City. I'm going to throw this chair out the window.
But it was the goal, man. That goal was so good, so good. And
it was because if you watch the clip, it's very clear that we had given up on that attack by the sound of our voices. Like, oh,
yeah.
The clip is very much,
yeah, absolute utter madness that was. But no, stranger things have happened. And do you know what? Today is the 2-year anniversary of that win we got against Tottenham at home. You remember that 2-1 win?
I do remember that 2-1 win.
Fun fact: Carl Walker-Peters was involved in the assist for the James Ward-Prowse free kick. You notice that?
Good man.
He was the guy that actually clipped Stuart Armstrong, and then we got that. Then we got the free kick, and Ward-Prowse scored that amazing free kick, and we win a game 2-1. So pretty amazing, really. And I think actually they then go and run and celebrate with Ben, who's occasionally on this channel.
Big time.
I just saw the highlights earlier, and I noticed that. So yeah, absolutely.
That was like a really cool, like 50. You know, that 52-degree Kevin Bacon game. You just did that. It was great. It was like, who was at this game? Who was at this? Who was at this? And who knows? That was great.
Look at that. Fantastic. Well, any final thoughts, Jack, before our amazing predictions come true tomorrow night?
I think we should also give another shout out for Fraser Forster for another clean sheet.
Yeah, man. Well, he didn't have a lot to do, but still another clean sheet, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but do we not agree yet that him having not a lot to do may also be another benefit for having him in the team?
Yeah,
because the back line play differently. They understand, like they know that they can't do it really. They can't go back there to him, and he will launch it up the pitch.
Yeah,
we're actually seeing him take goal kicks, which is crazy.
It's true.
In 2021, an actual goal kick.
But have you seen how many goals Sheffield United have scored this season?
Yeah, but at the same time, did he do his job when he was asked? Even when I know they're offside, but
it's fair.
He did it, and he did it against Liverpool as well. When Salah was offside again, like although they didn't count, they didn't go in. So
no, absolutely not. No, it's very true. It's very true. Oh my goodness, how are Juventus up 2-1 against Porto? Porto. They were 1-0 down when I last looked at that screen. They got a red card of Porto. Wow, sorry everyone, getting distracted there.
Yeah, I don't have games on. I've got Union Berlin, Dortmund waiting to go on FIFA. So
nice.
Yeah, I've taken over Berlin. It's pretty fun.
Good stuff. Well, thanks to everyone joining us in the chat section. As always, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We will, of course, be doing the watch along for the game and a post-match reaction tomorrow. And it's a 6 o'clock kickoff, Jack. It's an early one.
I mean, it's fine. I'm more worried about the weekend when it's a 12 o'clock kickoff on BBC.
I know.
That's going to be
It's on
difficult.
BBC, is it?
Yeah, it's on BBC.
Wow. Okay.
So maybe we'll be in sync.
Maybe. Yeah, I might have to do it on the BBC iPlayer, depending on where that is.
I'll have to get the old terrestrial out, get the old bunny ears out. Not often I'm on the BBC.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see how long it takes them to mention a few results.
Actually, do you know what the first Premier League game was to be on the BBC? Was our game against City, like when we beat them.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's the most watched Premier League game because it was the first one on BBC, and it was the 1-0 win last season. So we're back on the BBC on the weekend.
Against no, we're not against City. We're against Brighton. Sorry, I got confused there.
Confused.
So, look, late prediction here. Forster with a headed win, 2-1.
I mean, he came up, didn't he?
If we're 1-1 in the 3rd minute of stoppage time, okay, I don't want to dampen your thoughts here. I don't see Fraser Forster going into the penalty area for a last-minute corner. I just don't see it. But
however,
I'd love it. I'd love it. Can you imagine it?
We'll bring that prediction up again when we're for the FA Cup final. When we're against United in the FA Cup final. Imagine that's how we win it.
Absolutely. Yeah. All or nothing. Fantastic. Right. I'm starting to babble now. Right. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight as always. And we of course will be doing the live watch along tomorrow night. So be sure to join us then. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And me and Jack, we'll see you in the next one. All right. Cheers everyone. See ya.
Bye.